President Joe Biden did just arrive. He received a escort from the Pennsylvania State Police. The vehicles just arrived here, so we're awaiting a look at the president. He's in the Beast right now, but like we said earlier, he really did have quite an eventful morning, making all of those stops throughout the Electric City. I'm trying to take a look over here to see. I can see the president sitting in the Beast right now. Everyone's getting into place as he's going to make his way up the steps of Air Force One. Now, we've been talking earlier about his plans for later in this trip across the Keystone State. He's going to go to Pittsburgh to speak with steel workers at the union headquarters there. We see some movement here, people getting out of the vehicles. But this is another stop for him along his campaign across the Keystone State. See if we can see the president. Still waiting. Again, this does take a little bit of time when everyone gets back here, but it was a very exciting day for Lackawanna County having the president in town, and I'm sure this won't be his last visit here on the campaign tour. Actually, there he is, President Joe Biden. He's just about to walk up the steps of Air Force One. And we all know how much he loves Scranton. So like I said before, I doubt this is the last time we'll be seeing him in our area as he campaigns for the upcoming election. And is he about to walk up the steps? Not yet. Is he shaking some hands over here? Again, I think everyone's just getting all of the things in place for him to get up on the plane. And if people are just tuning in now, we are awaiting President Biden. He is saying a few words before he hops on the plane. Not sure exactly what he's saying, but I'm sure we can check in on that a little bit later. He's addressing the pool media right now. We're back behind a gate on the tarmac at the Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport.
This is the president's fourth stop here in our area as president of the United States. As you said, he always loves coming to Scranton. Again, President Biden was born in Scranton, lived here till they were about 10, or he was about 10 years old before moving to Delaware. Every time he comes to our area, he likes to stop at some of his old haunts. Yesterday he stopped at his childhood home in the Green Ridge section of Scranton. As Melissa Steininger told us yesterday, he often makes a stop at Hank's Hoagies. And this morning he also stopped at Zumo's Cafe, a little cafe kind of near where he grew up. Now, this visit to our area was a little bit unusual in that the president actually stayed the night. We've had several presidential visits here in our area through the years, but not many of them stay the night. President Biden did. He stayed at the Radisson Lackawanna Station Hotel. He was in our area yesterday to campaign, talking about the nation's tax code. He had a big event at the Scranton Cultural Center. And as Emily mentioned there, he's going to head right from here once he boards Air Force One. He is heading to Pittsburgh for a campaign stop there. And then he'll head back to Washington, D.C. before he continues campaigning in the Keystone State. He'll be in Philadelphia on Thursday. Now, obviously, these campaign stops come at a crucial time. The Pennsylvania primary is less than 1 week away. Pennsylvania, an important swing state in the presidential elections. And let's go now live to Emily and watch President Biden board Air Force One.
That's right, Rennie. President Biden is boarding Air Force One right now. He's almost at the top of the steps. Let's see if he turns around to wave, taking in all the sights. I heard yesterday as he was walking down the steps, he said, wow, look at how nice the weather is. He was so surprised because it's been raining so much. He didn't have to have an umbrella as he made his way down the steps of Air Force One. But there he is, just boarded the plane, and like we've been saying, we probably have not seen the last of him in Scranton. Still a lot of time in the campaigning, and we'll see when his next visit may be. Rennie, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Emily, and an important, visit to our area. As President Biden says yesterday, he's always so proud of his Scranton roots. He said in his speech yesterday, "Scranton is a place that climbs into your heart and it never leaves. I meant that sincerely. It's home."